Once upon a time, there was a boy called David. He was kept happy and comfortable about his life because everything was easy for him. He was always talking, playing, and joking with his friends. His responsibilities were not stressful and he believed everything was amazing. But suddenly, his teacher told him he needed to start working on his college application because the teacher said that in some careers like medicine, the process needed to be done as quickly as possible. David didn't know where to start working, and David saw a lot of things to be done. But David worked it out, applied, and got accepted. So David graduated from high school and went to his new college. On his way to college, he faced three important challenges. The first one was that the topics shown in class were more difficult than in high school, so he felt scared. The second one was that he needed to study every day, because to know the information he needed to know, he had already studied every day and do not get lost in all the topics a few days before the exam. And at last, to surpass the competitiveness in his career, to not forget himself trying to be different. To surpass these challenges, he wanted to ask a genius to get three wishes that let him end with these three problems. But to get up to the genius, he must defeat three different types of creatures, which did not let David get to his objective. David was scared and did not want to go, so he went to his father and asked for an advice. And he told him that he must do it and to go with his mother to say goodbye. David, before leaving, he went with his mother, and she gave him three tools for the trip: a book, a torch, and a mirror. So, with these things, David left and started his journey to the tests. The first one was the Sphinx, who was guarding the way David needed to go, and the only way to defeat it was to give the answer to an impossible riddle. The riddle was related to the topics David didn't know, so he used a tool called the Ancient Book of Studies, which had the information in order so David could read it and answer every question related to these topics. And that's how David passed the first challenge. Then, for the second challenge, David got into a big forest that inhabited creatures called Chanekes. These Chanekes wanted to get David lost by confusing him and do not let him see with clarity what to do. But fortunately, David had a torch of clarity that helped him to get a mental clarity. Then, with that, set a point to begin and a point to finish, so he wouldn't get lost in the woods. David managed to get to the end of the forest and passes the second test. For the last test, David went to an abandoned town and needed to defeat the doppelganger which was chasing him. Since he arrived in the town, this creature wanted to take David's identity by confusing David of his own identity and then stealing it. David didn't know what to do, but he remembered a mirror he had, and this mirror was a magical mirror of the truth which let David know his real identity and not letting the creature defeat him. He managed to escape, and with that, he finished the third challenge. David managed to get to the genius, but he realized he had nothing to ask for because he had surpassed every challenge he had. So David returned to his home as a master of two worlds without asking for anything from the genius, because he now knows that he can overcome any challenge in the future with bravery, with the help of the tools that people who want to help him give us, and with the advice of someone you trust. With David over, with that, David overcomes his first semester of university and is waiting for more challenges to come.